What we're going to do is paragraph summarize this adaptation that I'm the one that did the adaptation to it. Dr. Peter Moyle is a professor at the University of California looking at habitat conservation. So I thought, hey, let's take an actual real-life situation here and show how it applies to what you guys are actually learning in class. So this isn't all just stuff we're making up out here. It does happen in real life. So what I want you to do is, we're going to go through the same thing. I want you, in your bell ringers though, to write the big idea, our two details, and then our gist, okay, of it. And I'm going to work through this with you. Okay, so we're going to do one paragraph at a time. All right, habitats don't exist in isolation or all by themselves. Most of them have
inputs,
which are abiotic and biotic factors coming into the habitat, and
outputs,
which are abiotic and biotic factors going out of the habitat, connected to other
habitats,
and
ecosystems.
okay, we're going to stop right there for a second. Let's figure out what the big idea is here. Okay, so after reading that first sentence, I know that this is going to tell me about inputs and outputs and how they are part of habitats. Okay? You guys agree with that? Big idea? Yeah? Okay. Now let's go on and finish reading the rest of the paragraph. Take Mono Lake, for instance. It is a spectacular lake on the east side of the Sierra Nevada in
California.
Do you know what the Sierra Nevada is? What I'm talking about there? What is it?
Is it close to Nevada, like between California and Nevada?
Desert. We've got desert on there. It's a mountain range. You were going to say it, weren't you? It's a mountain range. All right. Its water source is streams fed by
Winter rain
and
snow
in the mountains. In its natural state, water leaves the lake only by
evaporation.
So how does it leave?
Evaporation.
What does that mean?
It turns into gas.
Okay, very good. Good job, guys. The balance between the inflowing streams and evaporation created a saline or salty lake with many unique features, including a species of brine shrimp found only in Mono Lake. Okay, two details from this. The first one, I'm going to tell you what I think is one of the main things that we pulled out of this. Mono Lake's water inputs are streams from winter rains and melting snow. Okay, if you think back to what our big idea was with inputs and outputs as being part of this habitat, one of the main details is where's our inputs coming from then? Okay, so as it rains in the winter and the snow melts, it feeds the streams that go into this lake. Okay, I want to get you started with the second one here, the second detail. Mono Lake's water output is what? What could we say?
Evaporation.
Very good. So there's our second detail. We've talked about the inputs, we've talked about the outputs. This picture up here is showing a stream and how it feeds its way down into the lake. All right. The last thing we need to do is figure out what the gist then of this paragraph is. This first quote from Dr. Moyle. Okay, so we know what our two details are. Again, back to our big idea. Can anyone give me maybe a starter of what you think we might write as a gist? Now remember, we're looking for 15 words or less. You getting some ideas up there? Try and form something in your own mind. You got people counting on fingers. Okay, this is what I put, and you tell me if I'm on or off. Mono Lake's habitat keeps a balance of water with inflowing streams and evaporation. How many words do I have? 13. Got it, right? Okay, did I cover some of the details and still keeping in mind what the big idea was? Yes, I said what the input is, and I said what the output was. And I mentioned how we're talking about Mono Lake's water balance. Okay, are we good with that? That makes sense to everyone? Yeah? Who's got a good head